YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you with another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks of cryptocurrency. Today we're talking about some Toshi. We're going to talk about some Bitcoin. We're talking it all in the Crypto J in the Morning Show. But I got to let you know, guys, that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just a homie. All right, I'm just talking about crypto. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. As you guys can see, total market cap today coming in at a 3.8. Right, Fear Greed Index coming in at a 67. Bitcoin coming in at a 107. And the market looking volatile on the weekend. Are we surprised? I'm not surprised. Some people are flabbergasted. They don't know what is going on, right? They're like, it's the weekend and the price is red. I don't know what's going on, right? They're freaking out. They're just freaking out. They're having a panic attack because they're emotional. But if you guys could see, we're still in an uptrend on the monthly chart right here. We still have some good stuff forming on the 1 year. As you guys could see, Bitcoin creating higher lows. Now we do have to be careful because we do have a rising wedge as well, right? There's a rising wedge and that could be a bearish pattern. And we have like a little bear flag forming here, which can also be bearish, and that could indicate that we need to see a retest of probably, I would think, like this 105 range. That's pretty much what I would expect if we're going to have a drop down. I think we drop down to 105, but then I think that there's a decent chance that we can find some support off this 105 range here and continue up, breaking up out of that into Thursday, right? Because that's when the market pumps, in my opinion. But that's not a fact. That's just what I think. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm really an idiot. But some of you guys like what I talk about. So I'm just saying, like, if we could drop down to 105 and then, start retracing towards Thursday, I think that would be really good. Now, anything could happen, right? We could, again, like I said, start breaking down off of some of these levels here. And if that happens, even if we drop down to 105, I would expect to see a lot of fear in the market. I was telling you guys, we need to see more fear in the market because fear is a good thing for our cycle, right? You guys could see we're down another 1.5 on our total market cap because Bitcoin seeing a little sell-off, but our fear greed index was just at a 78 the other day, and today it's at a 67. Well, actually, I don't even know if this is updated yet. It's probably less, probably like closer to over here. But look, this is one thing I was telling you guys to pay attention to also. Every time we create this little McDonald's M, right? McDonald's M, dump, McDonald's M, right? This could be a dump down in the greed index. And how far it can go. I mean, look, these have gone like every time it's kind of made this pattern, it's kind of gone down, right? So I do think that maybe we'll see a little bit of a correction. Nice. America. I was sorry. But as always, Bitcoin, I think, will make a comeback. And so maybe that comeback will be closer towards July. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we just keep printing, right? That would be amazing. I would love that. Drop down to 105 and keep printing. Fear Greed Index, though, telling us that we might need to see a little bit of correction. And the market, of course, let's look at the peanut gallery, see what they're saying. The peanuts, right? Let's check them out, see what they're saying. This guy's saying he's bullish just 11 minutes ago, bullish on BTC. I want to know what you guys think. Are you guys bullish on BTC? A lot of these guys, it doesn't seem like anybody's bearish. Somebody said, why does BTC go down so that it can go up again? I don't know. I don't know. People are buying and selling it. What the? Let's see. Somebody's talking about Michael Saylor suggests the increase in BTC holdings, stating that he only invests in BTC with funds that he can risk losing, and he has billions of dollars, and he's just trying to flex. But that's all right because we just need to get some of that sweet money. We just need to get a little bit of that sweet money, man, right? Change everything, man. We'll be partying in Colombia. Get a little bit of that sweet Michael Saylor money so we could say egregious comments like that on the internet and get attention. But as you guys could see, Toshi Coin. Toshi Coin over here, guys. We are going to talk about it, right? Toshi coming in at 277 million. It's down only 5% today. We're resting on this upper level of this weekly chart. We got to see a bounce here, boys. We got to make it bounce, right? Look at this, right? Can we create a wedge? Can we create a wedge? Can this bounce off of this line? Or are we going to drop down to some of these lower levels that we talked about? We just talked about them just the other day. Somebody said the price was going to go up 100%, 100x. That's what he said. He said 100x. It's going to go up. And it didn't. It corrected into the weekend like it always does. But it's not the end of the world, guys, because Toshi Coin, as it created wedges before, created a wedge right here, right? And then we fell underneath this bottom level of this Keltner and boom, right? Also fell into a wedge right here before I had a big run up. So again, maybe we drop down. We're creating a wedge here, right? Maybe we touch here and we can recovery again. Still creating higher lows. Still looking solid, in my opinion. You know, you could see we're dropping down into this oversold zone underneath this bottom level of this Keltner channel. And what's kind of happened when we fell underneath the zone from Toshi, I mean, you know, you look at past patterns. So like, look when it's fell underneath this zone, right? It's fell underneath it over here where I had a run up. You know, it was under here and then it ran under here, right? I'm just saying, like, it was under here and then it ran up, right? You know, sometimes it did drop down, but it's been, you know, considering we're in an uptrend, every time that it's fell underneath this zone recently, past within a couple times, it's been not crazy. Now, I'm not saying it can't drop down, but I am saying that we are creating a wedge here, and 4 hours looking a little oversold. But you could see, too, I always tell you guys, sometimes when we do start breaking below that bottom level, right, it becomes a slippery slope. You see, start bumping your head on that upper Keltner channel, and it's just, you know, it's hard to break above that because now it's creating a level of resistance, right? But if you can find something like similar, kind of like to this, to be honest with you, when this like sideways price action underneath this Keltner channel, maybe it could turn up on this 1 hour chart, but it really needs to break above, you know, it's got to find a floor somewhere. So interesting. Very volatile time for cryptocurrency. Again, it's because Bitcoin looks like it's going to break down. It looks like it's going to break down like some of these guys are going to break down in tears. I'm just kidding. But again, Bitcoin could need to see a retest of some of these lower levels if it decides it wants to break down. Or again, maybe we create a wedge here and we could break up. We got to be paying attention to early in the week fake outs, right? Sometimes we have a fake out on a Monday, and then the price will really pump on, again, Wednesday, Thursday, setting some real market sentiment for the weekend. And then we'll see. We'll see, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you bearish? Are you bullish? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.